right, so we got one more film that we need to talk about this weekend. Of course, that is a film that both Charles and I went to the premiere in Toronto a couple of months ago, and it's finally on Netflix now. And of course, it is Emilia Perez. And we may have done this one already, but just to make sure, we're gonna do it again. So this film, of course, is written and directed. I want to make sure I get this right because this is a key portion of the Emilia Perez story. Give me a second. All right. So here we go. Our last film, of course, is Emilia Perez. It's a Spanish language French musical crime comedy written and directed by Jacques Audiard. And it is a story about a feared cartel leader who enlists a lawyer to help her disappear and achieve her dream of transitioning into a woman. Great plot point. Love it. This film, man, is absolutely fantastic. Stars Zoe Saldaña, Karla Sofía Gascón, Selena Gomez, Adriana Paz, and Édgar Ramírez. Charles, Emilia Perez, man, I think that one of the errors in marketing with this film is you had a potential crying game sort of a situation with this film. I don't think we should have revealed what we just revealed, but we revealed it because that's in the marketing material, right? And I believe that the film probably punches you in the gut if you don't go in and you understand what's really happening, right? And I think that's a huge miss. I mean, is it me, Charles? Am I the only one that feels this way? You're on pause, sir.
I don't think I disagree with you at all. Um, I think it would have been a real shock to the people watching the film if they didn't, and it would have deepened the actual story that you see in the film. Um, Having said that, though, now that you know what the story is about, it's still executed fantastically. I think the what they've done with the story and how they've fleshed the story out and the music, because it is a musical, the music that they inject, I think it's fantastic. And so maybe they figure that because it's so well done that they can, breeze past that major plot point and reveal that to everyone. I agree. It could have been a really big thing, but you know what? This is a different world we live in than when the Crying Game came out. I don't think that it would have been able to be kept a secret like the Crying Game supposedly was. There's a lot of people out there who just don't care, and they're gonna spoil it. And so I mean, social media the way it is nowadays, I don't think it would have been able to be done. It'd been
Okay.
nice for them to try it, but I don't know if it would have happened.
But Charles, let me just play devil's advocate for a second, right? And so let's say you're going in because I didn't know, and I'm not being funny. I didn't know until I was standing online in Toronto, and I was standing talking to this couple, and the guy told me, and I went, wait, what? That's what the film is about? Wait, wait, wait. So my thing is I believe, and I agree with you to a certain extent, and I'll explain in a second. I agree with you that we do live in a different world, and nobody wants to be crying. They don't want to see the crying game again. I thought the crying game is great because it was a twist that I think that works. I think in this film, if you'd have gone in and they could have kept that secret under wraps, I believe it would create sort of a not necessarily a shock, but it would create a sense of awareness that would have you sit up in your seat like this, Charles, look, and go, wait, what? And then for the rest of the film, as it is unspooling, I think it really deepens your relationship and has you really understand because the person who's really standing to benefit more so than anybody else from this performance is Karla Gascon, right? Karla Sofía Gascon. Because had you not said anything, Karla Gascón could have just strolled up to the podium and said, "Thank you very much. It's been a blessing." I mean, come on, man. She's an easy winner if nobody knows what's going on. But I will agree, and I think about the execution. The only thing I can say about the execution is that everybody is not a fan of musicals, right? I like musicals, and as we've said on this show hundreds of times, I am if I like something, I'm willing to give it the benefit of a doubt. If I don't like something, I'm like, I'm out. And there's a lot of people, man, that don't like music. So I think it was a bold choice of the director in order to do it as a musical. I personally think it still works without the music. So if it were me and I was a producer, I would have fought hard to maintain the secrecy of the story, and we didn't necessarily need the music, and the film is still as good by doing both those things as it is by you knowing what's going on and having the music in it. So a solid B for me. Zoe Saldaña,
Solid B?
solid B,
Just
man.
a B.
Solid B, man.
Wow. Wow.
After I get
Okay.
out the festival bubble, man, and get a chance to really process some of these films, man. I mean, I think it's a good film, man, but